What's going on, guys? Welcome in, welcome back. These messages ride in on the frequency of love for the highest good. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Look at that residual rain coming through from yesterday. It's still cleansing here, which is crazy because the sun's kind of wanting to peek out here, and actually, like, I'm getting a message that there's like new horizons here, like brand new. I'm talking, when we talk about this internal work, now I'm seeing this starting to actually reflect in like physical world reality for whoever this message is for. So take this as it resonates. Like, for whoever you are, you might have just gotten some news. You might have just gotten this work is so insane, because if you really do go back a few channels ago or whatever, I was feeling into an offer for someone, and then like I see it. So let me know if that happened for anyone here, because I feel like an offer came in. I feel like that just definitely just happened for someone here. So that doesn't have to resonate for this message, but if you are seeing the outer world reflecting your new internal world, then this message is for you, and you're giving over to the creative intelligence and watching as things can unfold in a way that is so much more miraculous than you ever could have possibly thought. You know what I mean? It's also giving me this the creative intelligence of the universe ordering things so far in advance that you never could have possibly even thought of. The creative intelligence of the universe and your ability to let go of everything that you ever thought anything needed to be, only to work so diligently and intentionally, confirmation, on your tending to your soul, nourishing your heart, nourishing your garden, nourishing your mind, nourishing your finances, nourishing every single aspect of like who you are, and standing on that in a way that is so just deeply inspiring is what I'm hearing. 222 on the timer. It's deeply inspiring. Confirmation. It's deeply inspiring to people that you could have never even possibly thought. And it's a really beautiful thing, because again, with letting things die, it's actually like an emotional thing now, for whoever this message is for, like, because I believe when these surprises come in and you start to live into the flow here, and it feels aligned in this way, and my ear is buzzing right now, so I'm getting this energy again, like of like that whenever the ear's buzzing, someone's talking about you, right? So maybe for whoever you are, there's energy of like this dialogue that's changing around. Like, you have, I don't even know if you could know how impactful you really have been, even throughout like the past here, and like being seen in ways that you never knew you were seen when you thought you weren't seen. Like, you were being seen. Confirmation. And when I say seen, like, you were being seen, dude. Alright, for your archetype, we got the king here. Sorry, I am getting a little bit emotional about this reading now, guys. I'm not going to put on, I promise. But it just comes up sometimes like this. The king is your archetype. And you're really being seen this way, you know. The ocean. This is giving me like, yeah, that you have, for whoever this message is for, you're so deeply aware now of your actual, like, not only that the creative intelligence of the universe, but that your emotions are the same motherfucking thing. And that it's so important to be in your process, on your process, with your process, like your creative process. Like, you need to, it's that important, guys. It's that important. And the crone. So you're a messenger. You're a king with a message. Like, this is so desperately needed right now. And I can't even believe that this is like the type of collective that's coming into these messages. 444 on the timer. Like, that's crazy to me. That, like, I know I've said this so often. I'm like benevolent kings and queens and the kingdoms of like each of our like soul's expression. And But now I'm like seeing that that's much bigger actually, as a possibility than maybe you really could have thought, right? And that there are people like that it's that the universal oneness is much closer to others as well, I think, is what you're learning. And like you're not so alone like you thought or something. Like, remember we say that you're not so alone, like you're always seen. You don't have to like name it to any one, like, I mean, I would call it the creator, you know what I mean? Like you gotta give it up to the creative intelligence and however you define that, but not the actual creation itself. 5:55 on the timer. You know, so like that's the difference here. That's the difference. That's the energy. That's the only shift. It's literally as simple as that. That you just like align your heart with the creator instead of a pursuit of a creation, or you know, in seeing it all as creation, and that you're a part of it. You are unfolding with it. And that is so much easier. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to like literally do anything. Gratitude. You just need to sit back in that place, and like this is what I feel like people are seeing. This is what people are seeing about you as well, as like, because how could you not experience the gratitude that's pouring through someone like you? This emotional, deep waters that, you know, look still from the surface. I mean, when you see the ocean, you only see like the ocean, it's too big to fathom, and so like your emotional inner world is too big to even articulate, fathom. And it always has been for someone here. Maybe that's what it's been. It's been hard to articulate what's going on for you. And you haven't been in environments or situations that have allowed you to feel like you've been seen and supported, to be heard, and like honestly like loved enough to be just loved. I mean, honestly, that's what it is. It's like, that's what this is. This is love. This is creative intelligence that's coming through, and that's the energy of love. That's the love frequency. I think the gratitude here is that you helping people move through their own fear. And now these are people, like I said, like when you lead by example for whoever you are in this benevolent, beautiful way, you empower the people, literally. A king that is for the people, a king that is like that celebrates the system in the individual, the king that empowers the individual, the king that understands that each individual must be empowered in order for there to be like a thriving community. It just has to happen. Think about it. What the fuck? Like, it's so fucking obvious. And these fucking backwards ass, busted ass, stupid ass kings and queens out here who are so fucking gatekeepy and stupid. I can't get into that. This is not that kingdom. This kingdom, get the fuck away from me. Sick, disgusting fucks. Like, so gross. Because in this kingdom, nobody competes. In this kingdom, everyone has what they need. And like, honestly, what they need is what they want as well in this kingdom. What they need is what they want. And it's not like, it's like, you don't have more than you need. You don't have more than you need. It's like, nah, fuck, why not? You can have more than you need. You deserve to have more than you need. But at the same time, the reason why you have or are going to be having, for whoever this message is for, confirmation, because this could be on the way, right, for someone here, you know, the abundant life, the abundant life, it's not excess at all. You are given this because you know what to do with it. You are given this because you can handle it. You're given this gift, this anointed placed position, almost because you didn't even want it. Because the people chose you as the king. Like how it should fucking be. ugh, I can't get into that. That's not even, I will never be bleeding into anything other than energy. 10-10 on the timer. And you know, when you speak universal intelligence, when you speak energetic frequency, when you speak the language of love, you connect at the whole world. You can't not connect the whole world. Because the world has to come together to see, oh shit, we're all one. Oh shit, it's all love. Oh fuck. And they're scared of that for some weird fucked up reason. Like, think about that for a second. Like, actually put your mind in that place. Someone who would be scared of love, of like more love coming into the world. Someone who would be like what? Why? That's not a human. I like don't even know what that is. That's not someone with like emotions and feeling. That's not someone who, you know, I don't know what that is. 'Cause it doesn't matter. Here in the kingdom, it's all about like humanity, you know what I mean? It's all about like discernment and logic. Sorry, that was funny for some reason. Logic? Why was that funny? Okay, I'm gonna pull a talisman oracle. I wanna, let's see, what do I wanna do? So the crone coming through here is like, you are a deep messenger of the divine. Like, I'm seeing that crow, you know, in the way that crows are misunderstood. 12-12 on the timer, like how a big black crow or whatever might be like, whoa, you know? But those are messengers, dude. And so, like, I think the energy of you continuing to move through the fear, right, of like the unknown and not know, yeah, like you moving through your own limitations is what's inspiring the kingdom, straight up. Safe travel. Huh. So if that was for sure for whoever that was earlier about like an offer possibly, then like the energy of you. So okay, whatever's either coming in or whatever came in, I'm just hearing that like this is going to be aligned, whatever this is. This is definitely like much more aligned somehow. Like even in a way that like okay, I don't want to like say that like so kind of no, like this is just more aligned. I don't know how to describe it. Like energetically, it's just more aligned. I don't know how to describe it, and I can't even go into any of the other stuff because I read energy here. This is more aligned, whatever this is. And it might take some courage here for you because it's like you're switching up some kind of perception here now around, because here's the thing, when one door closes, they do say like a few more open, right? But like you don't necessarily see that. Sometimes you gotta slam that fucking door yourself and be like, fuck this, and stand in the dark for a little while, you know, and like figure out what that message is. Figure out why God's putting you in the dark. Figure that out, you know, for someone here. Figure out what that is, why you're alone, what you're here to do, and like why shit is so fucking hard. You know what I mean? And also there's something so healing about darkness. Literally, like we have to sleep at night so our cells can regenerate. Like it's almost like you must dive in to the darkness of yourself here in order to like actually understand the fact that like you are so deeply limitless through the eyes of spirit, through the eyes of the heart, that like it is actually so fucking futile to like rise up into any limited belief system around what one individual can or can't or should or shouldn't do with their decisions, their behaviors, where they go, who they're around, who they like, who they speak to, what like what art mediums they're involved in, or who they work with as it pertains to like their collaborators and stuff. Like all that shit should not be limited. You know what I mean? Not here in this kingdom. I really believe that. Like, why the fuck would it? I think that like the opposite perspectives are so interesting, especially when it comes to art. And we're talking about creative intelligence here too. Okay, we're not talking about creative dumb fuckery. We're creative intelligence. Dirt. Let's get it through our fucking heads then, right? You know what I mean? We're gonna be more intelligent. We're gonna work with the creative intelligence, not the human intelligence, which is so fucking busted. Look where it's gotten us. Ugh, gross. What do I want to do before I send you on your way here? I'm gonna get a little message from Spirit. Karma. Interesting. All right, so we got a karmic justice coming through here somehow. But this is your karmic path to be ahead of things, I feel like. And also when I say ahead, I'm sitting here on some like, you know, as soon as I jump back into like the non-energetic space, it's like the world being like, it's like the world would pull you, no matter what. The world would pull you into a smaller place and be like, and make you wrong somehow for having courage, or like doing something differently, traveling somewhere else, like again, collaborating with someone new, being friends with someone else, you know, dumping someone, you know what I mean? Whatever, like quitting the job, you know what I mean? This is your karma to move through this fuck shit, you know, in a way that feels like very peaceful for you inside of your heart, with courage and intention, and show everyone, everywhere, that fear is elusive and stupid and not real. You know what I mean? And the only thing that's real is the creative intelligence of the universe. Please, please, please. And it's time to share. You know, the universe wants you to share like every single aspect of who you are in this brand new kingdom. Okay? The universe wants that. The universe requires that. The universe desires that. The universe admires that. Did I say that? Desire, require, admire. The universe conspires to delight you. The universe, that was like a Matthew McConaughey's book, right? Like, Green Lights was like something about the universe, like, conspires to make me happy or something. I can't remember. But I love seeing it through that lens. It's like, yeah, like the universe is like conspiring behind my back to like surprise me and delight me, right? And like that's really the energy that's coming through in this reading. So keep that in mind if that message hasn't come through yet, or that offer hasn't come through yet, or whatever this is here for who this message is for. Like, keep this in mind, that like the universe is working on things like almost behind your back, right? So you're given this specific karmic curriculum to like almost have to switch things up and like take your mind and heart away from like your destiny straight up, and like go it alone. And like, wait, that's so interesting too. I'm thinking about books like Siddhartha and stuff, and how like there kind of is that like you have to take your attention off the thing that you thought you wanted. It's literally like I'm feeling into like that is a law of the universe, you know. That's like a principle of manifestation, right? Is like is understanding that karma. Like, and then how it is important. It's important karma. Okay. And then tethering that karmic like energy like to your heart space here too, with the creative intelligence 2020 on the timer, and like kind of riding in the creative intelligence, not you know, the what we're told is intelligence. I hope that this is resonating what I'm saying. I feel like I'm like in a very specific, like I'm speaking about something very specific right now, but I feel like for the collective here, you understand what I'm saying, but I'm a little bit, I'll be real, I'm a little bit meandering here toward the end. I just gotta be real with the collective. That's what's happening. So, all the information that you need and the tools and resources, again, as I leave you here, are on the inside. And there is absolutely nothing in terms of intelligence that you need from anyone, anywhere, anytime in order to deeply understand this path and move through this with courage toward like new grounds, new horizons, like, and just literally say like that anyone who ever, you know, doesn't mess with you, like as a result of you just making upgraded like decisions for your individual karmic path. Anyone who has any type of issue with that can politely go fuck themselves. Do you know what I mean? That's really the energy. I said politely. What? Balanced emotions. 222 on the timer. Yeah, man, that's the emotional, that's the ocean there. Okay, so you already knew that, whoever I just told that to. So I don't know why I had to clarify that at the end. Okay. I do believe that though, that like that you already knew that the creative intelligence is informed by your emotions for whoever this message is for. So continue on with that if that's the only thing that you get from this message today, is that like your creative inner world is so much more vast, just like the ocean. You can't even see it. You gotta just start swimming around and looking. You know, you gotta jump in. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for being here for another reading, and I hope to see you in another one very soon. Bye, guys.